Hello, Master Manifestors. It is Olivia Grace, and I'm back with another video. I am currently doing a 30-day video challenge, so if you enjoyed this video or any of my other videos, now would be a great time to subscribe to get a whole bunch of content every day. So it is, I think, the 8th day, and we're talking about turning away from the old story. Also, I have links in the description if you guys would like coaching. I also create custom guided sat scenes and custom guided revision scenes for you as well. All of that info is there. And then I also am documenting my own personal SP journey on my membership tab. So, okay. This is something I feel like is what really keeps a lot of people from being able to manifest what they want, especially when it comes to maybe like a big difference in like the life that you're living now and the life that you want to live, or the person you're being now and the person that you want to be. And the thing about it, you guys, is that we identify and accept the old self, the old reality as true for us. And we're like, every day we are making a decision, okay? Every day we're deciding who we are. But we're so attached. We're attached to the avatar or the role that we're playing. The person who is in a victim state, the person who is unloved, the person who things never work out for. You know, all of these things, we're taking these on and basically agreeing every day that yes, this is who I believe that I am, right? And so the crazier thing is that what we're looking for is for the outward appearances to change so that we can feel different, right? So I don't know what the comment says, but it says it's being held for review. I don't know what that means. Okay, I'm going to answer this question in a second. But so yes, we're looking for outward. Actually, I am answering your question as I speak. We're looking to the outside to tell us who we are, right? And you guys, remember, like I keep telling you guys in every video because it's so important, that we are deciding who we are in the now based off of past events. We are deciding who we are in the now based off of yesterday, last week, last year, all this shit. That there's no power there. Your power is here. Even in using revision, your power is using the now to reimagine the past. Your power in manifesting is using the now to create the future. So this is the tripped up thing, right? We're looking for the outward thing. We're looking for 3D. We're looking for the person. We're looking for the circumstance, the money, the job, the health to confirm to us that this is who I am, right? Before we want to accept that as ourselves, before we want to accept that as who we are. But manifesting, the law of assumption is assuming yourself to be that person, regardless of what it looks like in front of you, you guys, okay? I know this can be easier said than done, but it has to be done, okay? It has to be done. You've got to be able to accept that, okay, that story might be what it is. The things that are popping up in 3D for you right now are a reflection of your old story, right? But that old story is going to continue to be your current story if you are not able to detach from that. And that's why I say turn away from the old story. Turn away from the old story. I don't know, like, if you've ever seen, like, you know, kids like throwing a fit, and then you have the mom that's like, oh my God, like, oh, get up, oh, or like yelling and screaming or doing whatever. And then there's the mom that's just like, you know what, you're on some bullshit and I'm just gonna go this way. And eventually the kid is gonna be like, okay, well, I'm not getting any attention from throwing this fit right now, so I'm gonna get myself together and go with my mom. Turn away from the old story. We are so focused on, like, when I talk to people, it's like, but this thing happened and that thing happened and this thing happened and I'm this person and I feel like this and this is what's going on and this is this. And it's fine. And I totally get it, you guys. Like, I totally get it. But if that is not what you want, you cannot continue to identify as that person, okay? You cannot continue to identify as that person and then be mad. That's the crazy part. We continue to identify as that person. I'm unloved. I'm broke as fuck. I'm just a depressed person. Life never works out for me. All these things. Life continues to confirm that, because we know this. We know manifesting. We know that life is confirming who we are. Life continues to confirm it. And then we say, see, look at this thing that just happened. The person I love, just said they don't like me anymore. And that's why I knew it. I knew I was just unloved. I knew nobody ever likes me. I'm just like this, like you're creating, you guys, you're creating. Please hear me, you guys. You're creating. You are creating. You never stop creating. Stop giving your power to the 3D. Give the 3D no power. Turn away from it. You really have to leave. You really have to see it as a state, right? And I don't know why for me, I guess it's the Many Mansions quote, but I like to think of states as rooms, right? But the room it's furnished, right? It's furnished with thoughts, with beliefs, with feelings, with circumstances, with people, with reactions from people, with reactions from yourself. So sometimes we're in the room, we're in the state, and we're trying to rearrange the furniture to get out of the state. And it's like, you can't rearrange the furniture. You can't do enough tinkering in 3D to change the situation. You can't do enough tinkering and moving around and manifesting people and doing this to feel loved if you feel unloved. It doesn't matter what you do. As long as you're in that room, you're in that room. You have to be able to walk out of that room, you guys. You have to be able to walk out of that room. Hey, Dracarius. Walk out of that room. Turn away from the facts. Turn away from that completely. Literally completely disidentify. Like, if another example, I don't know what age this happened for you guys, but around like 18, 21, I just turned 30. You at certain like milestones in your life, you have this realization that I'm not a kid anymore. I'm an adult. I'm not, I'm not a kid. I'm an adult, but nothing's happened. You didn't grow an extra body part overnight. You didn't, something major. You just had this realization that you turn 18, you wake up, well, holy shit, I'm not a kid anymore, or 21, or whatever age that is for you. Whoa, I'm not, it's a decision that, okay, that's who I was. This is who I am now. And going forward in that, you may go on, you still might not understand shit. You still might not, completely know what you're doing in life, but you're not going to say, oh, wow, now I'm a kid. I'm a kid. No, I'm an adult now. I'm an adult. Detach from your old story. Turn away from it. Really, you guys, stop trying to figure out the story. Stop trying to rehash it. And, well, it's always been like this. Okay. And I'm not saying this to be like mean, you guys. I'm like, because it's for me too. We get so caught up in our story. And I'm going to be real with you guys. We get caught up in being a victim because sometimes it's easier to be a victim. It's easier for people to feel sorry for you and to, want to, whatever and all this stuff. It's easier to do that than to be in your power and say, regardless of what it was, this is what it's going to be now. Be bold, you guys. Be bold in assuming it. It's not about making something happen. It's not about waiting for something in the outside to confirm what you chose. You chose it. Stick with it. You're either persisting in having it or not having it. Every moment, you guys, be aware of that. Who cares what it was? Who cares if it hasn't changed yet? So it hasn't changed yet, so you're going to go and persist in what you don't want then? Why? Continue to persist, you guys. And it will form around you. So let me see if there's anything else I want to say to this question. The question is how to change the old story. I wake up with a new story for a year, but 3D is a piece of shit. Well, how to change the old story is to stop identifying with the old story. And I'm going to be real with you guys. When you really are in your new story, when you're in the new state, you don't feel the same. You might maybe think that you're in a new state, or you might even be in a new state. You might be in a better state, but you might not be in the state of the wish fulfilled, right? Because when you're in the state of the wish fulfilled, it literally does not matter what it looks like because you're knowing. It's a difference between hoping, you guys. I used to say when I would get off my videos, I hope this helps you. No, we don't hope for shit. We're creating. I intend that this helps you. And I know that it does. That's what I say now. You're not hoping for something. When you get into the state of the wish fulfilled, you're not wanting for anything because you're knowing that you have it now. You're knowing it, and you have to know it, guys. Listen, know it before you see it. That's the whole game. That's the whole game, you guys. Know it before you see it. Know who you are. That's why I remind you guys every video, you got to know who you are. Because when you don't know who you are, like when you're on a different level of consciousness, on the physical, material level of consciousness, what tells you who you are? Outside. people tell you who you are, what your race is, what your gender is, what, you know, your level of college is, what kind of car you drive. These things tell you who you are. Guys, come above that. You're above that shit, okay? You are in God consciousness. Come into God consciousness. Then who do you say that I am? Who do you say that I am? It's up to you. But you have to first understand that you have the supremacy to tell yourself something new and keep going, you guys. Even when it's hard, I'm telling you guys, like, I'm always real with you guys, and y'all see me in this past few months. It was hard, but what was I gonna do? Persist in it being hard and just let my life fucking suck? Because that's what I was kind of doing for a while. And we want to wait for somebody to swoop in and like save us, or someone to swoop in and say the magic words for us. Abracadabra, you're out of your, you know, whatever. No, it's you. It's always you. This is the whole point of the thing. But embody it, occupy it. And you do that by detaching from the old story, you guys. Stop when the thought comes up that, damn, I'm not shit. Stop agreeing with that. Don't let that fly. No, that's how I used to feel about myself, but I don't feel like that anymore. You know? Oh, you know, I can never be in love. Like, I just don't find love. No, I'm so loved. I've never felt so loved in my whole life. Like, you really got to come into the new story of who you want to be and be bold and dare to assume that it was. What if it was, though? It looks like this, it looks like that, it looks like this, but what if it looked exactly how you wanted it to look? Ask yourself that. Okay, that might be cool. Like, that might be true. That might be what it is right now in front of me, but what if it wasn't, though? What if it was just exactly the way that I wanted it to be? What if I was exactly who I wanted to be? What would that be like? Just play with it in your imagination, you guys, and you'll start to feel. You'll start to feel. I'm telling you guys, there's so many times I thought I was in the state. I was in the state. I've been in the state. No, when you're in the state, you really don't have any worries. You don't have anything. You're just like, oh yeah, you're just watching. You're like literally like with the popcorn, like, oh yeah, everything's going my way. It doesn't matter what it looks like or not looks like. It's going my way, period, because that's the state that I'm in, you know? Okay. Let's see. Maybe you can help. I was able to maintain a state because I was told it was going to happen. Now I know better and sort of unsure how to claim it myself to keep the power. It's practice, you guys, okay? So this is a practice. And I know for me, you guys, I'm going to be honest with you guys right now. I am honestly constantly submerging my mind in this information. I am constantly, I'm talking about day up to day, like sundown. I am immersing myself in this information. Now me, I'm a coach and I'm a teacher, so I need to be well versed in it. I also practice all the time as well. So don't feel like you can, you know, like, because here's the thing. So here's something I noticed too that I did for a while is we watch the video, we read the book, we read the post, we do whatever, we feel that feeling. We're like, oh shit, yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, this is who I am. This is who I am. It's awesome. 30 minutes later, you're like back to where you were, you know, because you have to, like, this is what I was talking about yesterday in my video, you guys, about doing this every day. You have to wake yourself up to who you are every single day. This world is made to keep you asleep, you guys. I be telling y'all every video, it's made to keep you asleep, okay? And it's not about the evil people or the man trying to get us, or it's not about any of that. That's just the game that we're in. We're the Sims. You know what I'm saying? The Sims are playing the Sims, right? And they really are. So you have to wake yourself up to this knowledge, though. You have to walk yourself back home to yourself, to your capital S self, every day, multiple times a day, okay? As much as it takes. So it's not about occupying the state once. It's not about like getting that feeling. It's about really really changing your identity, okay? Really identifying that this is who I am now, regardless of what it looks like. If anything can help you guys, that sentence right there, this is how, like this right here, you guys, is how you change your state. You decide in your mind, this is who I am now, regardless of what it looks like. What most people are doing is saying, this is who I am now, and they'll do that for a day or a week or a month or however, and then they look to 3D to confirm that. And if 3D doesn't confirm that, then they go back to the old story, into the old state. You need to decide, this is who I am now, period. No follow-up, no changing my mind, no going back and forth. And it's okay to, I'm not saying you have to be perfect with it, but I'm saying you have to be persistent. Sometimes, and you guys have to be able to gauge where you are. You know what I mean? You have to be able to gauge like, okay, right, I'm not exactly in the state that I want to be, but I'm in a state where I can at least get myself there. Sometimes you're too far, and that's okay. Be okay with whatever. Knowing in your mind that this is inevitable, you know? Like knowing in your mind that this is happening for me regardless. Like when I'm feeling not, feeling not in the state, or feeling like blah, or feeling like whatever, I just remind myself it doesn't even matter because it's already mine. It doesn't even matter because it's still going to work out the way that I want it to because I said so, period. Period. And the more that you continuously walk yourself back, that you continuously say, okay, there's the old story. I'm going to turn away from it instead of engaging with it. Okay. Like the kid that's throwing a temper tantrum, instead of engaging with it, instead of giving it all my attention, instead of confirming that this is real, this is who I am. Wow, look, it's evidence. It's only evidence because that's how the world works. If you want new evidence, you have to become the new self. So turn away from that, embody this new self, decide, not even embody, decide that you are. That's the thing, y'all. All you got to do is assume it. The feeling will come by itself. All the conviction, the feeling, the calmness, the trust, all of that will come when you actually assume that you are that person, instead of persisting in what's in front of you, guys. Persisting in what's in front of you it's not manifesting, guys. That's why people can know about manifestation and their life look the same year after year after year after year after year, because you're still allowing what's in front of you to decide who you are. No. That's not deciding who you are. You are. Give yourself supremacy, give yourself authority to decide who you are. Okay? I love you guys. Thank you, Jacarius. I love you all so much. I intend to know that this helped you guys. Play it again if you need to. You can play it from the beginning, Jacarius. I know you said you missed it, but I love you guys. Y'all got this shit, for real. Y'all got this shit. You are this. You're everything. You got it, bro. I love you. I'll see you guys tomorrow.